to eastern and southern Kentucky. This is WYMT Mountain News This Morning.
Good morning, I'm Olivia Calfee. The time is 6:31 on Monday, January 22nd. Now let's send it over to meteorologist Tim Drawbridge for a look at your forecast this morning.
Good morning, Olivia. Good morning, everyone. Yes, it's a little chilly again this morning, but we got great news for a Monday. Warmer air is on the way, and we'll start getting in here today. Live view outside our WYMT studio showing that chilly start to the day. So it's a first alert weather morning with some of us still hanging out in the single digits this morning. Keep an eye, driveways, sidewalks, parking lots. Now the infamous phrase, walk like a penguin. If it looks like there could be wet, it could be slick with a very thin little sheet of ice. Don't want to see any slip and falls this morning, getting back into the work and school mode. 20 at Jackson last check, otherwise we're in the single digits from Hazard back toward London. Satellite radar composite, we'll see some clouds filter the sunshine as we head through your Monday. This moisture tracking to our north. We're watching this moisture back through here. This will come at us as we head through the overnight period tonight and during the course of Tuesday. So before we turn wet, we turn mild, and a beautiful amount of sunshine to start you off on a Monday with a forecast high into the mid-40s. How wet, how mild, we'll let you know. First alert 7-day forecast in a few moments. Olivia?
All right, thank you, Tim. And many areas across the Commonwealth are dealing with water outages after a week of freezing temperatures. Hazard City Manager Tony Eversole says with creeks and rivers frozen, with old water lines, water outages in the area are common, especially around this time. Eversole says 2024 is expected to be a big year for Hazard utilities, with many projects coming to replace old water lines.
Just been waiting on funding. Supposed to go to bid in February to start doing Lothair and Christopher. That's going to help us a lot. We've got programs or projects put in to do backwoods, and a lot of that is going to help the entire system.
Eversole says they are working diligently to fix all leaks and breaks to get the project started. And Eastern Kentucky is not alone in water outages. Yesterday, Bourbon County and Paris first responders were handing out water bottles to residents in a community with frozen pipes. They say a citizen called Bourbon County Dispatch to report the water shortage. The Bourbon County Sheriff's Office says this trailer home community deals with this situation often.
It's ongoing. It's been a problem for a long time, but they are working to make it better. It's just not going to be a quick fix.
Deputy Dempsey says the prolonged cold made it more difficult for community members to avoid frozen pipes. And as that snow begins to melt away, there are some things to look out for. WYMT's RJ Johnson spoke with Perry County Emergency Management about how they are monitoring the weather later this week that might be bringing some rain.
As the snow begins to melt and with rain later in the week, water will make its way into the rivers and streams. But is it enough to cause flooding?
By themselves, with the amount of snowfall that's on the ground, it's not likely to cause any flooding, but they are given a couple of inches of rain this week, or up to over 2.5 inches of rain. So, but that can cause some issues, especially I think in smaller streams.
Perry County Emergency Management Director Jerry Stacy says with rain being scattered throughout the week, it is not a concern for now.
Unless they start forecasting higher amounts and shorter time frames. But which, you know, after talking to the National Weather Service office in Jackson today, they talk like that. As of right now, it looks like it's scattered out between now and Saturday, the 2.5 inches.
While it is subject to change, he says they will continue to monitor.
But as of right now, that is something we will be monitoring daily from our office with National Weather Service office in Jackson to make sure that we are on top of that forecast.
As they will continue helping those in the community.
We've done our best to work as hard as we can to be right there for them, and through any of these situations that we deal with when it comes to weather, we're going to continue to work hard and diligently every day to make sure we're able to help our people get through these events. Anything that comes up that we feel like is something that our people needs to know or that we're concerned about, we will definitely be putting that out everywhere we can.
In Hazard, RJ Johnson, WYMT Mountain News.
Stacy also says you should be mindful while driving as melted snow can cause slick spots. One Laurel County man is behind bars after driving under the influence. Officers found Jeffrey R. Cottle asleep behind the wheel of a car on West 6th Street in London. After waking Cottle, officers found that he was reportedly under the influence. Officers say that before they could arrest Cottle, he was struggling, yelling, and threatening them. He was taken to the Laurel County Correctional Center. The London Police Department is investigating a shooting that happened Thursday evening. The shooting happened at the Betty Jane Apartments, where one victim, Cody Deaton, 25 of London, was taken to St. Joseph for non-life-threatening injuries. Officers were able to arrest Brian Goforth, 20 of London, after following snow tracks around and behind a business in London. He was charged with assault, wanton endangerment, and receiving stolen property, a firearm, among other charges. He was taken to the Laurel County Correctional Center. The Wayne County Sheriff deputies arrested 2 people for drug trafficking. The sheriff's office says they searched a room at the Monticello Motel on North Main Street late Thursday night. Inside, they found drugs and drug paraphernalia. They arrested Amanda Brummett at the scene. And later in the week on Saturday, deputies searched another apartment on North Main Street after an undercover illegal drug cell. Inside, they found drugs and hundreds of dollars. It led to the arrest of Rabba Kakekech. Last week, severe weather caused a number of delays and closings across the state. It also had a significant impact on the Kentucky Blood Center, leaving them in critical need of certain blood types. The winter weather forced KBC to cancel 14 blood drives. Now KBC says their blood profile is very low. They say the supply they provide for at least 70 hospitals is less than a day.
We estimate it was the loss of about 450 plus donations. That's a lot. That's a lot for us in a week, and has a significant impact on our operations.
The blood center says they are in critical need of O negative and A negative blood.
And a good Monday to you. Like Olivia mentioned a few moments ago, that package regarding the cold weather, the bursting of pipes, slick spots possible with some of the melting we saw yesterday with the sunshine, driveways, sidewalks. Yeah, keep that in mind. Parking lots too. Waking up early on a Monday morning, and we're waking up right now to temperatures still in the single digits because we haven't really picked up a southerly component like breeze as we have in Jackson, where it's 20. Harlan at 16, Pikeville at 19, Irvin at 12. Satellite radar composite, we're going to see some high clouds stream across the region today. Yes, we get a lot of sunshine. I'll just filter it just a touch. Don't worry about this stuff. It's tracking to our north. That's good news. Great way to start off a Monday with a lot of sunshine. That moisture, though, that comes at us for tonight and into tomorrow. Here is your 12-hour planner heading through your Monday. Nothing but a lot of sunshine on a forecast high into the mid-40s. Mild and wet, the theme this week. I think a theme a lot of us will take versus last week, right? Your first alert 7-day forecast in a few moments. Olivia?
Thanks, Tim, and thank you for joining us. The time is now 6:40. Still to come on Mountain News this morning. No truce in the Middle East. Israel rejects a deal to withdraw from Gaza and leave Hamas in charge.